about Boots? Boots is the mandatory. He's calling you out now.
I don't have. Listen, right now in my career, a lot of people like boost this, boost that, boost this. You know, fighting Boots is a lose-lose situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I win, they're gonna say, "Oh well, he was young, he wasn't ready." You know, he was talented, he was skillful, but you got the experience over him. You got, you know, so much more than this kid that never been tested before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we always seen him win and fly in colors, a fashionate way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to where we say, "Oh man, he's cold, he's skillful," but he's never been in the ring with nobody to test him.
Mm-hmm.
So me fighting Boots will be like, okay, well, you beat Boots. It's not a mega fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to sell a little bit because of your name and what you just accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but now what? I'm looking for big challenges. You know, I'm trying to go up in weight and fight Charlo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's something that's history in the making.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot at stake. You know, there's nothing really at stake with fighting Boots. You know, I'm at the tail end of my career, and I'm trying to make things make sense.
So is it about just the money?
Definitely.
Okay.
100% about the money.
Mm-hmm.
Not taking anything away from Boots, but, you know, where I am at in my career right now, I didn't fall my ass off to get to where I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I deserve to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what nobody say, how anybody feel, or any of that. You know, fuck them.
So, you just heard Terence Crawford talk about a potential fight between him and Jaron. Boots Ennis, Charlemagne the God asked him about it, and he gave his honest opinion about it. So I'm going to give y'all my honest opinion about it. Now, Terence Crawford is in a situation right now. He is the man at the welterweight division, so to speak, right? He's the guy. He's the one with all the belts. He's the shot caller now. Okay, if it was the other way around, it would have been Errol Spence Jr. He would have been the shot caller. He would have been the king. All right. So, Bud pretty much saying, "Hey, look, the fight between Boots and me, you know, it means nothing. It's meaningless." So this is what I think about it. I think it's bullshit, to be honest with you. And Bud is my guy. I love Terence Crawford. You already know that. I'm one of his biggest supporters, man. But I don't like that talk, bro. I really don't. I don't like it at all. Here's why. Now I get it. He's the man. He's at the tail end of his career. Right? He's at the tail end of his career, man. And the thing that he used to say, he's like, well, if I beat Boots, they're gonna say he wasn't experienced enough. I don't like that talk. I think that's an excuse. And it do sound a little suspect. And you know what I mean? The way he was wording it, I didn't really like a lot of the stuff he was saying. I'm keeping it real with y'all all the way. All right? Jaron Boots said this. Everybody say that this guy is the one to beat Crawford potentially, right? And I told everybody Boots plays around a little bit too much in the ring. I think he's a little bit too immature, but that doesn't mean he can't beat Terence Crawford. There is a possibility that could happen. But I don't see it right now. He would have to get in there with somebody with a little bit more season on him, like maybe a Keith Thurman, for me to really gauge where Boots is at. But that doesn't mean he's not ready to fight Bud. He is Terence Crawford's mandatory at 147. And I believe all those belts, Bud has mandatories for all those belts, right? That is Boots. Boots is his mandatory. If Bud is not going to stay at the division, just vacate the belts, man. Let them scrap for those belts. You won all the belts. You got nothing else to really prove, you said, right? Nothing else for you to prove at welterweight. Then drop the belts. Drop the belts. I personally said this in a couple of videos. I said I wanted Terence Crawford to defend the titles at least one time and then vacate. And I would like to see him fight Jaron Ennis. I always wanted to see him fight Boots. The reason why I always wanted to see him fight Boots is because everybody's always comparing him and Boots, the switch hitting and the speed and stuff like that. Okay, you got a youthful guy that can switch hit that got speed and power. You got a dude that's older that can switch hit with speed and power. I wanted to see how the two styles mesh. I always wanted to see that. But it's taking that away from me now. And I wanted to really see that. Yeah, I wanted to see him fight Charlo. But to be honest, bros, let's say Charlo get his ass whooped by Canelo, beat bad. Charlo comes back down. Is Bud gonna get credit for whooping on Charlo after Charlo get his ass stomped out by Canelo? So Bud using that excuse about Boots being too inexperienced, I think that's bullshit. I don't really approve of that. Because what if he lose to Boots? He didn't say that. What if he loses? He said he's in a lose-lose situation. So if he wins, he still lose. If he lose, he loses. That's pretty much what he said. If he beats him, he still lose. But you can't say that because he just say he don't care what nobody thinks. So how do you lose if you beat Boots? If you just got them saying you don't care what nobody thinks because you fought hard to get where you at, you don't give a fuck what nobody think. That's what he said. He said it got to make sense. Now, I for one, bro, I told y'all, when a fighter gets to these belts, sometimes even Bud, bro, and he looks like now. A lot of y'all gonna disagree with me. I get it. He want the big fights, this, that, and the third. But bro, you holding on to the belts for what then? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not gonna defend your title against Boots or whoever else, let him go. You already did what you had to do. Just go up to 154, let them belts go right now, bro. Straight up. Don't hold on to them belts, man. You got them the boys want them belts, man. He wanted to give you a fight. You coming up with stuff saying this, that, the third. He don't care what people say. Yeah, okay, sure. You do care what people say, bud. Because you care what Charlo was saying. He's running his mouth about you, saying everyone was going to smoke you and stuff. So obviously you do care what people say about you. I hate when people say that too. Yeah, you know, I don't care what people say, but then your actions is showing different. You wouldn't, if Jamel didn't get into your skin, if you don't care what nobody say about you, then how do you let Jamel get into your skin then? You see what I'm saying? So I'm not sure if Bud is a little, you know, he's riding a little too high on this horse right now. I don't know, but I don't like that. I really don't. I didn't like when he said that. I didn't like it at all, you know, because it looked a little suspect, man. You know, and this is coming from a Bud supporter to the fullest. But I gotta call it how I see it, man. If it was Errol Spence saying it, if he won the belts, I was gonna say it about him. You know, how can Boots and then Bud kind of shitted on Boots' resume too. And I told y'all I don't really like when fighters do that. He said, yo, he caught himself a little bit. He didn't want to really come out and say it, but you know what Bud was trying to say about Boots' resume. You know, well, this is somebody that really didn't really do much, or he didn't fight this, that, and the third. All right. Well, he tried to fight you to see where he at. He tried to see where his level is at. Let him fight you. You was that young boy at one time too, just like Errol Spence was that young boy. He wanted the belts. Keith Thurman didn't want to give him a fight, right? Same shit. At a time, Terence Crawford didn't have no belts at 135. He was hungry. He went for the duel with the belts. So what is it about Boots? Like, Boots is not deserving of his shot? You know what I mean? So now look, I know a lot of y'all gonna say, yo, but Bud deserved to make moves how he wanted to make moves. He had to end his career. What does he get out of beating Boots? First of all, I think what he gets out of beating Boots is to shut everybody up. That's what I think. Because everybody is saying now, they gonna be saying it even more now that that he ducks Boots. You're gonna be hearing that even more now. Yo, he's ducking Boots. He's ducking Boots. This just gave the Errol Spence Brigade fuel, you know, because they can't rock with the Spence shit no more. Now they gotta latch on. I told Easy Work Boxing. If you hear this video, brother, you were 100,000% spot on. Boots is gonna be the focal point now. You're already starting to see the pictures with Boots and Bud next to each other. You're seeing all of that now. there is something, there is value out of this. But you just made $30+ million, man. I think you should give that young boy his shot. I think Bud said he was struggling to make welterweight. All right, bro. If that's the case, drop the belts, my nigga. Drop the belts. And then just get out the division. That's it. And I'm questioning now. Why is he holding on to the belts? He just whooped Errol Spence and he's undisputed. Are you planning to defend your titles at that weight? Because if not, the belts are meaningless up at 154. They don't mean nothing there. So I'm a little lost. I'm a little confused. Bud got me thinking. I'm scratching my head now because I ain't like that. I ain't like that. I know some of y'all gonna feel the same way. A lot of y'all not gonna feel the same way. But that's how I look at it. He was sounding a little suspect right there in that interview, bro. You know, you sounded like a diva. And you know how I feel about divas. When Errol was talking all that shit, yo, who has Terence? Who has he fought? He ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought nobody. Come on, man. Now, there are some fighters you can kind of question their resumes, like, because, like Tank, you know what I mean? Tank been ducking and shaking around fighters and shit like that. You can kind of be like, bro, you, I'm not taking that away from your fighters, but you were shaking and moving around higher caliber fighters for what reason? All right? That's what I mean by that. But even though they said that Crawford did offer them something early on, right? And they said Boots' team turned it down. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, okay, why would you offer to fight Boots before? And you know, wasn't your belt gonna be just as much at risk then? And now you got all the belts. Now you don't want to fight him. I mean, hey, look, man. I'm trying to make sense of it all. I can't, man. I can't. He's holding on to the belts, but he don't want to fight Boots. He's saying he gonna move up to 154, but he don't want to fight Boots. Brother, it can't be both, man. Don't hold up the division, man, because I say this all the time. The same situation Boots was in, all of these dudes was in it at one time. Terence, Crawford, Errol Spence, all these dudes that was champions and unified champs, they were all where Boots was at. Somebody had to give them a shot. It's just like when you working at a job, right? You know when you apply for a job and it says you need this, that, and the third, and you like, all right, cool. And then you've been looking for the same job. You like, damn, bro, I gotta start somewhere. How the fuck am I gonna get? You need this experience. You need how am I supposed to get this experience if nobody don't want to fucking hire me? You know, so it's like, come on, man. So I'm gonna follow this close. I'm gonna follow this real close to see where this goes, man. Let me know what y'all think about this, about Boots, about Terence Crawford, pretty much, you know, declining, dismissing the fight with Jaron Ennis. Like to say, you know, it's not gonna happen. I will get y'all take on and drop comments and all that. This is Rebel Life Boxing. Love y'all. I'll catch y'all later.